Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, May 28. Government has laid out an extensive plan to improve the way in which children in need of care and protection or who come in conflict with the law are housed and processed. The measures were recently approved by Cabinet following a submission from the Joint Interministerial Working Group set up to review and improve the welfare of children in state care. $185 million will be spent renovating remand facilities and police stations to house juveniles. Of that amount, $110 million will be used to establish an exclusive remand area for girls at the South Camp Road Rehabilitation Center by the end of September. $75 million will also be spent on upgrading works to designate an area for juveniles at 5 police stations. The work will be carried out through the Jeep Secretariat and will also include upgrading works at the Rio Cobra Correctional Center for Boys in St. Catherine. Other recommendations include providing additional staff for the Office of the Children's Advocate and employing a pool of specialists to deal with children who have serious psychosocial and psychological issues.
A standard assessment and care plan must be mandated and completed for all children entering the juvenile justice system. Most importantly, parents of children who are detained will be required to participate in structured development programs.
A liaison officer from the Child Development Agency will also be appointed at each police station to immediately notify the CDA and OCA so that no child is remanded at a station for more than 48 hours. Meanwhile, the Youth Minister is calling for an end to the stigmatization and stereotyping of children who are wards of the state. Minister Hannah made the appeal at the Children of Jamaica Outreach COJO Scholarship Luncheon recently, where 3 former wards of the state were presented with scholarships to tertiary institutions.
Let us exemplify the things that are being done by the government, by the civil society, by the private groups like COJO, and by the children themselves to lift them out of adverse circumstances. Such positive media focus can go such a long way in reinforcing the will to succeed and the spirit of confidence and positive achievement.
The 3 recipients will be pursuing careers in social work, nursing and law. Roughly 1,000 farmers are to benefit from a $30 million grant signed by the Ministry of Agriculture and the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO on Monday. The grant, which falls under the Hurricane Sandy Relief Program, is to help affected farmers from St. Thomas and Portland who have been pre-identified. Special priority will be given to female-headed households, households with small children and young people. Agriculture Minister Roger Clark says the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, will train the farmers in land rehabilitation, contour barriers, drainage, improved tree management systems, and other areas.
Projects like these, funded by the FAO, will assist us not only to recover production in the affected areas, but also to strengthen the resilience of farmers against future shocks.
The intervention strategies are to be undertaken by the FAO.
The support would be used to assist farmers to implement some good practices that should improve farmer resilience and also to assist in reducing food insecurity in some way.
Losses to the agriculture sector from Hurricane Sandy last October was in excess of $4 billion, with some 40,000 farmers affected island-wide. Education Minister Ronald Thwaites is appealing to parents who may have grievances with school officials to settle them privately. He asserts that when this approach is taken, students will be taught the proper procedures to settle disputes.
There is no ground for lingering disputes, and we who are in authority must set an example, mustn't we? The phenomenon of school gates being locked for this or that concern, yes, must no longer be tolerated. It is extremely important that we recognize that children live what they learn.
In recent weeks, the ministry has had to intervene in disputes among school officials as well as with parents. Minister Thwaites was speaking at the recent launch and signing of a memorandum of understanding between the ministry and the First Heritage Cooperative Credit Union for the annual parenting seminar. And finally, before concluding her visit to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia Tuesday, Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller renewed Jamaica's bond with Africa. In her address to the 50th anniversary summit of the Organization of African Unity on Saturday, Mrs. Simpson-Miller renewed Jamaica's commitment to the nations of Africa. She said Jamaica was firmly committed to ensuring that strengthened relations with the AU become a stronger priority on the CARICOM agenda. On Monday, the Prime Minister held bilateral talks with the presidents of Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, and South Africa on a range of strategic cooperation issues, including airlift, trade, and investment. She also met with members of the Jamaican diaspora, many of whom journeyed over 150 miles from the town of Shashamane, where members of the Rastafari movement and other persons from Jamaica and the Caribbean have settled. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.